Take 3. I redid this video a few times already. So, I want to talk to you guys about altar spaces and basically where you choose to put your altar. Now, I have my boveda, or my altar, right there. And that's my boveda. That's where my ancestors live. That's where my ancestors' spirits live. Any type of spirits that I have, they go there. I'm also, like, whenever I have to work. But, let me tell you guys this. If you have some type of altar in your room and you're sharing this room, it's not a good idea. And let's say if you're married or something and you have an altar where you sleep, it's still not a good idea. The reason why is because when you have an altar space and you have a sacred space, it's exactly what it means. Sacred. People confuse the word sacred space nowadays. There's a lot of Wiccans that have their altars in their rooms, and especially the young ones. They have a lot of their altars in their room, very private, whatever. That's fine and dandy. But what they don't understand is that if they have an altar in their room and they bring their boyfriend over or their girlfriend over or whatever, they have sex, that's disrespecting their sacred space. That's disrespecting their god or goddess or Catholic saint or whatever, because that's their sacred space. You don't step foot on that. Like, you don't do nothing unsacred there. I know even in Santeria, when you go to, let's say, like a drumming, a tambor, you go and you have to wear a long white dress, the females, and the males have to wear long white pants or long pants. You can't wear nothing else because that is sacred. It's a sacred place. You're doing something sacred. You don't do nothing to disrespect them. Like, and even in your room, let's say you just got out the shower and you go to your room to get undressed, you do not take off that towel in front of that boveda or that altar or that santo or whatever, because you know what, that's going to end up coming back to you and hurting you at the end of the day. There's a story in Greek mythology. This is the Medusa story. Medusa, as most people know, she was the most beautiful woman of all. Most beautiful woman on earth, actually, at the time. She was a virgin, and the god Poseidon wanted her. God Poseidon wanted to have sex with her. She denied Poseidon. You cannot deny God. So in haste, she ran to the temple of Athena, the Athena sacred space. And Poseidon came down and raped Medusa. Athena, being furious, because remember, you cannot deny God, and you cannot, that was her sacred space, she felt disrespected. You had sex in front of me. You had sex right there where I was. And that's how Medusa turned ugly and was able to turn people into stone. But that was the story of Medusa. Even with me, I had some instances where it was just berserk. I had a table. I showed this table in videos before. And at that time, my boveda was on that table. And I just set it up. And then, I guess like a week or two later, I left to North Dakota. When I went to North Dakota, somebody came to my basement and they ended up having sex. Do something sexual. They disrespected my spirits. When I came back, my spirits were angry. Shit was going off in my house. Doors were opening, closing, they were slamming. Shit was going berserk. And it was because they disrespected. You cannot disrespect your higher power no matter what they are. even when my bathroom's right there. When I come out and I have to get, like, let's say my underwears or my clothes or whatever, I don't come over here naked. And let's say if I have guests over, what I do is I put a towel covering my sacred space, and that's what a lot of people got to do. If they have limited room, they have to put something covering it. I know in Mexico, to those people that worship La Santísima Muerte, of course they live in a small house, whatever. So what they do, actually, is they put her in a box of sort, and they cover her. And that's what people got to start doing. If you have a closet, put your altar in your closet. If you have somewhere where you could cover your altar, cover it. Because that's why I decided to put everything that I had there, so I could cover it. Even my legua, I have a legua de santo. I had to receive him. I put him in a drawer. Well, not a drawer. I put him in like my cupboard whenever I have friends over or whatever, just so they won't see him, just so El Legua won't get offended if they do something sexual, if they do this, they do that. So basically that's that. That's the video. I'm gonna try doing more videos. Next, I'm gonna try to do an update video, but if anything, see ya. Blessed be.